I'm Out Use a Number, and before we get started, I need to point out that A Bird Story is part of the same universe as To the Moon. In fact, the protagonist of this game will apparently be the patient of the next main game. While it isn't necessary to enjoy this game, I would recommend checking out To the Moon first, if you haven't already. In A Bird Story, you control a boy who protects and ends up taking home a wounded bird. Like To the Moon, I hesitate to call this a game. Again, it's more a story that you have some interaction within. However, what makes this one special is that there's no dialogue. The closest it comes is little bubbles with objectives in them. Most of the game is just watching or controlling the boy as he interacts with the bird. The absence of any dialogue actually enriches the relatively simple story. It allows for a more clear focus on the boy and the bird's interactions. The experience only lasts about an hour, but because of that, it feels like there's no wasted time. The soundtrack also adds to the experience immensely. While it's not as emotionally impactful as To the Moon, A Bird Story is a short, heartfelt experience that only makes me even more excited for the next main game. That said, if you have suggestions for any future videos, questions about this game, or want to share your thoughts, feel free to leave them in the comments below. If you want to find out about some other cool shows and games in the future, you can subscribe. This has been Out Use a Number, keep loving what you love, and I'll see you next time with something else.